Yo, what's up? My name's RetroPat, and I look ridiculous. This is actually my main Squire. I didn't realize that you can actually go through and re-customize and change outfits on pre-existing heroes, and this is one that exists. And this is an interesting one because it does actually change your stats. It actually gives me significantly more HP at the cost of speed. And I'm gonna be honest, it's definitely not worth it. Look how absolutely slow I am now. This is not a beneficial trade-off for the Squire, who's already a pretty slow hero, but you look pretty crazy for better or for worse. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to be keeping this look. Well, I guess sorry to those who like it. I don't really prefer it. I'm going to switch back. Just wanted to show it off really quick and let you guys know that I'm exploring the menus. All right, but in this menu, if we go over to change, we go to here, we go to edit hero, we can actually just scroll through the outfits. And I don't mind picking a different outfit if it's kind of a little, just like the pirate, for example, like there's no stat difference. The Death Knight, a little too edgy for my tastes. The turkey, I probably would go if I had it unlocked. Mrs. Santa, I would definitely go if I had it unlocked. Don't want that. Pants, nope, definitely got to be able to see the heart-shaped boxers. I feel like that's a huge part of the character. Don't like this guy whatsoever. Not a huge fan. This guy actually does give you other stat bonuses as well, but once again, I think you, for this one, you get I think you get increased health and damage, but significantly reduced movement speed. And man, movement speed's just really important in Dungeon Defender, so not into that. But you know what? Maybe for a little bit, let's rock the pirate fit. I've always been a fan of the troll color scheme, maybe slightly adjusting it here and there, but this will honestly work perfectly here. The green and the purple. Look at the little thumbnail sprayed for him. Honestly, it's pretty sick. And let's edit our crystal. I'm going to edit all of my heroes, my crystals. You know what? It's been a while since I've explored these little fun menus and sort of toyed around with Dungeon Defenders. Let's change up the crystal. It's always good to change our environment a little bit. This one's really catching my eye. Organic Goblet. This one and this one, Fusion Core. I really like Organic Goblet so far, but I'm sure there's a bunch more that I've unlocked. Did completing the moon? I like Geode as well. Honestly, just simple and nice. I like that one as well. Landscaped a ton. There's a lot here that I really enjoy. Wow, that's pretty cool. I want to know if beating the... It doesn't seem like it. Like beating the moon actually got me anything. But certain achievements will get you certain crystals, it seems. Let's go back to the... This one's new for me. There's one over here. Let's do this. Organic Goblet. I like it. I like the color scheme that I already have. We're going to stick to that. Onto the Huntress. I'm going to browse through some of her possible outfits. Kind of hard to see them, hilariously, because the gun that I have equipped to her is so ginormous, it's kind of impossible to actually see through it. I'm going to rock with the Santa Little Helper outfit, honestly, for flavor. I don't mind that. We'll do that. Sure, for now, we'll move on. What else can we change? We got our Monk. Let's change some of the heroes we actually use, maybe, you know? I do kind of like this guy on the Devil outfit. It's just kind of funny, but let's see what else we've unlocked after playing the game for as long as we have. Cardboard Tube Samurai, specifically... I mean, I like that because obviously I do actually use the cardboard tube. That's kind of funny. Okay, complete Halloween Spooktacular on at least hard. That might be worth doing to get this ninja outfit. I do actually really like the sound of that. I like that the run animation is different. For now, I don't like the taller sprites is my only off-putting part about the samurai. I'm just going to stick to the devil. And it was Spooktacular on hard. I'm going to have to write that on the list. All right, I went ahead and wrote that down over on my my notepad document. As we can see, we haven't actually checked this out for quite a while. I can knock off Nightmare Difficulty Campaign. That's actually completed, which is super, super cool. Play every character I still haven't done. I need to make a Jester at some point. Halloween Spooktacular on hard mode for Ninja Monk is written down. We have a bunch of pets we need to do, but most of these are survival stuff as well that, once again, we'll just get to in due time. I still want to... The main goals that I have right now on the top of my head are, number one, go back to Deeper Well and finish that survival, like on Wave 25, Nightmare Hardcore Difficult, now that I have all these insane stat boosts. Number two, do Halloween Spooktacular on hard difficulty. And number three, I want to go back to Dread Dungeon. I feel like I learned Dread Dungeon. I got decent at it. I got a handful of Transcendent gears, but then I didn't really take advantage of it. I kind of just brushed it off and moved on, which I think was honestly really, really, really silly of me. I definitely should have stuck around. I can actually knock off the Fissionable outfit, though. Let's go ahead, and we did actually get plenty of those, so that's awesome. And the treadmill on a treadmill is something I want to work on, honestly. But that's all. I have to do that on Nightmare difficulty for the moon base, which Might be. I don't know if it's possible because I did it on hard, not even insane. So it'd be 2 difficulty jumps, and Nightmare is just so different. I probably couldn't do that honestly yet. But I do want to go back to Dread Dungeon at some point. Let's scroll through the different outfits of the Summoner. This one's just called Summoner. That's kind of fun. Oh, it's only 2 outfits. Ah, okay. I see, I see. Complete tally mining on medium. Oh, I definitely will. We gotta go write that down. I've wanted this map is beautiful. You know what? We might do that map today for some fun. That map seems super, super beautiful, and I've just been kind of distracted, and I really tried it, and I got stuck, and I just couldn't beat it, and I never went back to it. We could definitely do this map. It's a gorgeous looking map. Arguably my favorite looking map in the entire game, which is kind of crazy that I don't play it very much because it's so ginormous. It's built for 6 defenders, and I am just a lone single player, so it's a pretty significant difference for that. Surely the Barbarian has got to have some crazy outfits. I feel like this would be a hero like the Scottish Warrior one. Will probably lock that in, honestly. I feel like this is a hero that would have some crazy stuff. Yeah. Spectacular Bay. I'm seeing some pretty ultimate defender. I would love to have the Tavern Keep. That's really freaking cool. We're gonna go with the Scottish Warrior for now. Honestly, do I want the... Ooh, his skin green is kind of crazy, actually. We're gonna rock the Troll. I just like this color. I like the green and purple on his kilt, honestly, is what got me into it. Look at the little thirst trap thumbnail as well as smirk. The Hermit has no outfit. Honestly, it makes sense. Pretty new hero. The Series EV probably could have some crazy stuff going on. Let's see. Change outfit. Bounty Hunter. Okay, we see some interesting Transcendent Survivalist, Lab Assault. This one's pretty crazy. Kind of reminds me of like a Star Wars robot. EV 1.75. Okay, nothing that I even have unlocked. Okay, well, figured that out. And then of course we already have our mage over here in the Sans outfit. I'll have to work on the mage more at some point. I really haven't put much work into him, even though he's pretty freaking high level. I don't really have like much gear or much love or builds into him, so I'll have to figure something out with him at some point. But let's just go ahead and let's jump back into the tavern, guys. I miss seeing my little character run around and play in the game. I was gonna go do a big challenge today and go do that survival thing, but you know what? Honestly, today seems like kind of a fun day to do something like the Tavole mining complex. This map is gorgeous. I don't know what difficulty I can beat it on is my only problem. I don't want to do... I think I might do hardcore. I don't want to do insane or nightmare because I don't want a time frame. Because I'm not good at this map, but maybe that would be better for me. I feel like I could do this map. Well, actually, if it's gonna be harder than Summit, but I don't know if there's a boss, right? I don't think I ever actually got to the end of it. I'm just gonna do hardcore. That'll be enough for today. We'll learn it for the first time. We'll figure it out. I mean, I played this map before and I just lost, kind of not terribly. It was pretty close, I feel like, actually both times. But goddamn, this map is gorgeous. It's really... I like the skull and crossbones on the back of my Squire here. This is probably my favorite looking Dungeon Defenders map. I just love all the geodes and crystals and the rocks. I love a good cave, you know? Who could fault me for that? And look at our new crystals here. Those goblets looking solid. Looking like something out of Alien movies. I'm going to switch over to my summoner here. I feel like just having my summoner to set up archers is going to be the best thing we can do for wave 1. Should be pretty darn solid. Let's just go ahead and build, I guess, 2 at each little corner of a crystal. Why not? Really, the hard part about this map is just traversing it efficiently. There's just so many layers. There's so many chests all over the place. It's like really hard. Like that one's up high. Like it's really hard to learn which layers are on which parts of the map, and I haven't really gotten to that yet. Once again, this is a map built for up to 6 heroes, so it's just really significantly... It's a very vast map, and they did a great job designing it, make it confusing, and maybe there's a lot of skill gap to it, you know? You can also jump on these giant wind turbines like this to take them up to the high ground. Perfect. And trying to learn where exactly those take you and how to take them at the right time and yada yada, once again, is all kind of its own strategic thing. There's also just so many crystals on this map. I think there's 4 crystals, which is kind of a ton, especially for such a giant map, like having to traverse around. If one of them is under attack, trying to get over to it to help defend it is really, really, really difficult in my opinion. I don't know if there's a secret on a map like this, but it wouldn't surprise me. There is like a hanging cart there. I wonder if there's something going on. It wouldn't surprise me if there's some secret buried within these geodes. A secret to dig up, someone might say. Ahaha. Oh, dude, I also totally forget that you can actually hover with the summoner. So, okay, well, I did it wrong. Okay, well, I saved myself there a little bit. But if I go ahead and what's a good example of this? If I hold spacebar, if I make this jump and hold spacebar, okay, why is it not working now? You can actually hover. Okay, let me do it off this staircase. I go ahead and I jump and I hold spacebar. Okay, it's not, do I have to press it again? Double press spacebar? Let's see. Here you go. Just like this. I don't know why I couldn't get this to work before. I don't know why I just wouldn't function, but there you go. Just like this. Maybe you can't, maybe you have to like walk off the ledge. I don't know what's causing it to work sometimes and not other times, but there you go. You can kind of hover like this, which is actually super relevant on a map like this. All right, but with this many archers built, we should be good for the first wave finally. Kind of stalling for content here accidentally, just getting distracted by how pretty the map is. I'm going to jump into it here. We're going to switch over to my squire so I can actually attack, do damage, and then also build some harpoons since I have 0 out of a 170 defense units used. Some really good music on this map too, man. Wow, I can just one-shot all these. Honestly, that's kind of surprising that I have the damage for this. But we'll take it. I mean, if I've got the damage, I've got the damage. Might as well help out the best I can. Don't have the damage for the those ogres over there, though. We're gonna have to dodge those guys. Oh, I see some. Same with the ninjas and the kobolds. They're all sprinting towards me. I don't think I've taken damage yet somehow, but I'm probably about to. I'm trying to dodge it so I can get that extra, little bonus. We got some wyverns coming in, getting obliterated by the archers. Perfect, perfect. Maybe I could do this map on Insane or Nightmare. The main thing would be like the timer difference is pretty significant. While this wave is finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and start building some harpoons around it just in certain places. I could even do an aura stack, honestly, once the wave is over itself. I'm just going to do 2 harpoons kind of next to each other, at least to some extent, over here to help take care of both little corridors, both sections. Yeah, there's just 1 ogre left on the map, kind of stuck over there, but I'm okay with that for this first wave. I can use that to, look at all this mana down here. Use that time to place more towers. Yeah, I actually definitely think I could have done this map. I'm going to be honest, the more I'm checking it out, I feel like I super could have done this map on a harder difficulty. I'm going to do it like this. I should cover multiple corridors. We'll even put one up here because why not? Why not have the extra help, the extra support? There's so much mana, dude. I'm gonna have to start pumping upgrades or just like building a ton more stuff. I don't know what else. I don't know what else is gonna, like, I'm not having any problems right now, so it's tough to tell what I need for support. Here comes the final ogre. Honestly, just gonna ignore him for the time being. There's the first wave complete, but we've got 7 waves in total or so to do. No player damage received, so we did get the bonus there, which is honestly super nice. Level up available. This is level 90. You know what? That's pretty phenomenal. Level 90 doing a very, very fun thing. I will take it, dude. I'm going to pump it all into, I think, attack rate. I think attack rate, especially now that we have that buff for the harpoon that it's going to allow it to pierce. Now that it's going to pierce walls and such and floors a lot more significantly. Honestly, the attack rate becomes a lot better because things can't get stuck or anything as much. I have so much mana. This is ridiculous. I'm going to have to start just putting upgrades into stuff, but what I also really need to do is hop over to my monk. Hop over to my monk and get some aura stacks up just in case. It's just so powerful and easy to set up. Yeah, I always liked this map because it dropped a lot of these type of weapons for the squire, which is my favorite kind of weapon in the game. All right, up at the tippy top of the map, we're going to switch over to our monk, drop those aura stacks on each crystal, pick this up in the meantime. Why the hell not? I don't think these aura stacks should overlap over anything since the map is pretty ginormous. We're pretty far from things, but let's just think about it a little bit just in case. That should be perfect. Yeah, no, I don't ever see that happening. Especially now that, like, looking at the map, I don't see that ever happening. There's a crystal down here. Yeah, we're going to jump down to... All the layering is so strange, dude. Okay, so I can go ahead and just place this here. That's a pretty big aura, though, honestly. Electric aura, ensnare, strength drain. There we go. And then jump down again to an under layer once again. There's like 3 or 4 height layers on this map. It's actually insane, like truly crazy how much height there is, how many staircases are in this map. I feel like every time I make this, like, a video on this map, the video is decently long because there's just so much to talk about. Like, everything catches my eye on a map like this. It's really, really, really significantly beautiful. So apologies if it's too long, if it's a bit of a ramble, just me like kind of oogling over the prettiness of this map. But hopefully it makes for some good background content while you guys are playing Dungeon Defenders yourself, or whatever game you're playing today. You know, let me know in the comments. I always like to see what people are playing, while watching me. Usually that's the goal. Like, I aim to be background content in a lot of ways. I know that I like to watch a lot of background content, and if I can provide that enjoyment that I get from others to someone else, that's the dream. Anyways, I do need an aura stack here. I kind of was forgetting about that for a split sec. Let's build it here. That'll definitely do. And that is aura stacks on every single crystal now, which is super significant. Let's go ahead and put upgrades. I should have done this when I built them. I should have put 1-star upgrades, or not 1-star, but like level 1 upgrades on all of them. Definitely would have been worth doing. But now it's super annoying to like run around and do that to all of them. I'm going to go ahead and honestly just press G and jump into this next wave here. I'll put upgrades on this one since I'm here. But we should be safe to go. I think at some point, this map is so big. There's a chest that I want to grab. This map is so big and it takes so long that at some point I do need to start prioritizing just pressing G and jumping into the next wave. Like, it should be fine. My setup should be pretty darn solid. We're going to bash through some of these guys where possible. The cardboard tube absolutely putting in the work it needs to. Like, I'm so much stronger. I probably should have done this on a higher difficulty. I'm so much stronger than everything here that like nothing is really reaching even close. Most things aren't even getting into archer range. Most things are being killed by the harpoon turrets before they can even get within archer. As you can see here, like, these guys aren't even firing. It's just the harpoons putting in the work they need to take care of everything, even for the ogres. Let's go help them out a little bit. Bam, boom. It's an easy map. With these stats, the power levels, I haven't like acclimated. I haven't acclimated to my new power levels. I honestly don't really know how strong my new stats are because I haven't played with them. So apologies for playing too easy of a map. But then it gives me more time to go ahead and talk about how beautiful it is, which I'm sure is exactly what you guys want to hear. Not gameplay. Nope. Just talking about aesthetics over and over again. I'm going to switch to my Series EV really quick and drop some tower buff beams because I'm bored. There's not really a reason to do this. Like, everything is so ridiculously strong already. But I'm going to go ahead and actually start the combat wave while I'm doing this because I'm going to be absolutely chilling. Let's be honest. And blast around, though, while I'm up. Go ahead and jump down. A significant jump. Come down here. See what's going on. Maybe if things start getting bopped around, I'll have to figure out a better strategy. But for now, let's go ahead and make this. You know what? Let's make this 5. Sure. I've got plenty of tower defense units, dudes. Go ahead and do this. That's not quite going to reach. That's fine. We'll do it like that. That's honestly totally fine. All these guys are fine where they're at. The aura's being boosted. On to the next. My FPS is holding up pretty well, even though there's a ton of stuff happening on screen, which is always nice to see. Especially on such a ginormous map like this. I don't know. It's just kind of satisfying to see like all the visuals in 120 FPS. I could put a ton of tower buff beams over here, to be totally honest. Like one right there. I could do one over here with these guys. We could do quite a few in this section. Hilarious. I don't know if it's going to be able to nick that guy or not. Over here, we can do another one very similarly. Yep, perfect. And then last crystal that needs tower buff beams at all, we'll go ahead and rip a fat one across all the harpoons. We'll do a little 4-cost. Oh, the ogre got a little splash on me with the snot ball. We'll do a little 4-cost one over here. And then kind of same thing over here. Honestly, I'm down to kind of just do a fat one. That's actually too many defense units. I only have 4 left. So we'll go ahead and do that. That should be plenty. Hilariously, I do kind of spot a weak point over here. Like this section, this little staircase here is kind of the weakest. There's only like 1 harpoon tower and 2 of these guys defending it. I'm going to go switch to my summoner and build some more things here. Do I really need that? Probably not. I'm probably fine, but you know what? Why not? I really don't like leaving any possibility for me losing. Even if it's like a hyper slim one that will probably never come up, I'm going to go ahead, come over here and build a ton of archers, just protecting this slightly weaker section a ton more. I'll even put one over here. It can take care of multiple different positions. But other than that, I'm probably ready to go ahead and just jump into the next wave. So I'm going to go ahead and press G, let all that mana get consumed. Honestly, it's totally fine. I just kind of don't need that mana, so not really that big of a deal. I'm going to open chests wherever possible, like over here. Perfect, perfect. We'll pop that guy open, get the items out. So we'll get a little boost. And then just kind of continue my little run around. Take a little bit of damage there, but that's okay. There should be a chest either below or above. I'm going to jump down. I bet it's below. I bet it's... Is it the one? Yep, right here. One of the funniest achievements I still don't have is to wear a full set of godly armor, which is obviously much lower tier of armor that I actually wear nowadays. So it'll be funny to have to kind of pursue that at some point. I haven't taken the time to do that, but I should for something. I don't even know what character. Like, I'd have to like start a new character maybe and just pick up some of this stuff and equip it. I could put it to one of these guys, but I don't want to forget what I'm currently wearing, you know? All right, there's wave 10 complete. I'm gonna go grab this mana before I jump into the next wave. 2 giant blue crystals. I'm probably gonna swap heroes and just continue pumping through, though. Honestly, at this point, I can just kind of phase through things or plow through things. I do worry a little, but this is that this is exactly what I thought last time, and then I went ahead and actually ended up losing the map. So you have to kind of keep your ego in check a little bit, and probably a lot actually, in Dungeon Defenders. You don't want to get too overconfident and think it's always an easy run, but you also don't want to bore your audience and watch, you know, you play like a super easy, boring map. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on to what character should I actually pump out here. I could go ahead and create a new character and do a Jester, and then do the Godly achievement. That's kind of exciting. You know what? But I can't name him, can I? That's a big problem for me, in all honesty. But I do need to make a Jester at some point here. I'm just going to switch to my Squire. It's what I know. It's where I feel comfortable. I'm going to pick him up. We're going to press G. We're going to jump into these next few waves and probably obliterate them. Something interesting is that when these guys walk through that hallway up there, they're actually being ticked for damage by either the electric aura up there or an electric aura above them. I'm not sure which one, so the auras just go absolutely bonkers on this map with all the range and the height and stuff. It actually can really impact different layers. Poor guy, he's just trying to admire the wall, admire some rock architecture, and now he's about to have his day ruined by some dumb little Knight Squire just trying to slash him up to beat some game levels. There is the ogre defeated and wave 11 completed. And I'm going to jam immediately into the next one. Let's just jump into it. Was that lightsaber? Wow, going from blue to green? That looks pretty sick, not gonna lie. Another wave down, pretty easily taken care of. This will be the one before the last wave. I'm gonna go ahead and once again, just jump into it. And what I'll probably do is on the last wave, I'll probably go ahead and bring out 4 heroes. Just because it might have actually been worth to have them. To be totally honest, I probably should have had them out the entire time here. I've kind of been slacking on multi-boxing and having all my heroes out at the same time to gain that XP. Like, look in the bottom right-hand corner. My Squire gained 2.1 million XP for doing this. Like, that's pretty significant. I probably should have had all my heroes out during this. But you know what? Better late than never. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them out during the final wave at the very least. There it is, wave 13 taken care of. There is a little blue. There is a mythical on the ground. Huh. I'm going to be honest. I didn't expect that. There's a blue little glow over here. Where is it at? You should be able to, it should stand out, I'm pretty sure. What's the button you press? There's some button you press that if it doesn't stand out. Oh, no, I don't remember. Is it H or something? No. Oh, no, I don't remember what button it is. But there should be a mythical over here. Mythical sword. Okay, gotcha. Obviously not worth picking up, but crazy to see. I didn't expect that on hard mode on this map. All right, up here is where the Defender's Forge is at. We're going to drop our mana, switch over to our Summoner, and then bring out the rest of the boys. Let's go ahead and get cracking just like this. We'll bring out the Squire. We'll bring out the Series EV, and we'll bring out the Monk. Perfect. And now I consolidate everybody to go ahead and just focus on my Summoner. I'm going to go ahead and press Control G. I think we're totally fine. I could build a few more Archer units, but I honestly don't even know where I'd build them. I have the extra units, so I might as well. I could pump some upgrades as well. I could do a few small things to be a little more, honestly, pretty significant things to be a bit more efficient. Like, even if I can build, like, 5 more Archers, it's kind of a significant damage increase. I'm going to go ahead and start building, I guess, 1 or 2. 2,000 enemies here, which is honestly a pretty big jump. I think the last wave was around 1,400 or so. So it's a pretty significant jump from the last wave with only 1 hero to 4 on the map. All right, there it is. My first time ever beating the mining complex map, which might be my favorite looking map in all of Dungeon Defenders. Level victory, tons of stuff was just thrown into the chest. I honestly need to do a chest sorting video or just do some chest sorting at some point. It's been getting kind of overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff in my chest I need to either get rid of, put into folders, sort through, etc. But thank you guys for joining me today. It was a really fun one, just a really fun episode for sure. Just kind of browsing through, exploring things, playing a map that I've always wanted to defeat, and now I can finally say that I have with the power of the goldfish, the 2 goldfish aside me, I can do a lot more things that I couldn't do before, and Dungeon Defenders just feels reopened up. And I feel like this happens every time. Every giant progress milestone, the game just bashes itself back open. It starts to close and feel suffocating, and you feel stuck and you feel frustrated, and then you get a Nessie and then it opens up, and then you get some mythical and it opens up, some transcendent, it opens up, and then some goldfish, and here we are. So thank you guys for watching me. Join me on another giant milestone. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Like the video if you always enjoy these, dislike if not, subscribe to the channel for videos every other day at the moment. Play some games, have fun. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno.